And for the last talk of this evening, I'd like to welcome Johannes, and he's talking about three passions.
Good evening, hi. Yeah, my name is Johannes. I am on Instagram, made10 photo, so please follow me. And I will talk about me. I will talk about three passions that I have. And also at the end, I'm going to talk about how you can benefit from these three passions. And also how these three passions got me a job in Munich that I really like. So alright, my first passion is getting to know other cultures. I didn't like school so much, but every time a teacher came and told us, class, you know, we're gonna have this exchange in Estonia, and who would like to join? I did raise my hand and I say, yes, hi, me, I want to join to get to know Estonia. Yeah. So for me, really, I was in Estonia and also in Norway. I lived in families there. Also my family, we hosted two Estonians. We hosted a girl from Norway. She was really horrible, by the way. She smoked too much and she had this bad cough. And also she pulled the plug from our freezer in the basement because it was so loud. And then we had to eat all the things in the freezer within like 1 or 2 days. So thank you very much as a Norwegian girl. But no, seriously. I think really you can have wonderful and amazing experiences when you get to know other cultures. Also, I want to share with you one evening. I was in the south of France, and it was one of the nicest evenings of my life. We had people from France, people from Germany, people from Spain, and people from the UK, and a bunch of Americans. And we were really talking. We had very nice conversations. It was a warm night and warm evening in the south of France. And we were sharing interesting stories. And I had the thought that our grandfathers, they shot one another, right? They were in the Second World War and they were shooting at each other. And here are now the Enkel-Generation, we are the grandchildren, and we can have a lot of fun together. We can drink alcohol together and have wonderful conversations. And it's really peaceful and really get to know each other. So that's one of my passions, getting to know other cultures. I have only 2 minutes left, so my other passion is politics and history. And people, if you think of the 50s in Germany, you know, in the 50s in Germany, women were not allowed to wear jeans. Isn't that amazing how like the culture changed? For women to wear jeans in the 50s, it was really anrüchig und verwegen. So it was really a huge no-go. It was, I don't know how to say it in English, frivol, frivolous, I don't know, whatever. It was a big taboo to wear jeans. And now our society has advanced and changed a lot for the better, right? So when it comes to history and politics, I also did study some subjects, and I majored in political science. Also, like the question how World War II happened is absolutely interesting for me. And also one question that's interesting for me and a passion to pursue, how can somebody be extremely right? How can somebody support the NDP, the German Nazi Party? It's really crazy, and it's a really interesting question for me. Okay, time is running. My third passion is creativity. I really like photography, so that's why my name is made10 photo on Instagram. made10 photo on Instagram. Yeah, I like to express myself creatively. I also do improv theater, and I have also written for our local newspaper, Die Rheinpfalz, back when I lived with my parents in Rheinland-Pfalz. How do those three passions, how have they brought me to Munich? Well, my passion for other cultures made me approach and made me get to know a Chinese kommilitone of mine. And yes, my interest for politics made me studying political science. And thanks to some crazy circumstances, I once had an appearance in a TV show in China. After it, they sent me a DVD, and I approached this Chinese kommilitone of mine, and I told him, yeah, hey, could you please come to my house and translate me some of this DVD content? And this guy is now my boss. And really quick, how you can benefit from it. So I challenge you to explore new cultures, get to know different cultures, and if you have younger siblings, encourage them to do an Erasmus exchange. Encourage them to go into another country and get to know people there. They will benefit from it massively. That's the first thing, how you can benefit. How can you benefit from my passion for politics? Well, I can recommend two really good books. One is by Sebastian Haffner. It's called From Bismarck to Hitler, also von Bismarck to Hitler. And you will get to know more about how could the tragedy of the Second World War, how could this happen? This book provides one really good clue. The other book is from Wolf Wagner, Wie Politik funktioniert. So how does politics work in English? And you can also benefit from this book. It's really a short book, and afterwards, you will see things much clearer. And when you have an election, you also just are much more confident and know what to do. And the third thing is go more to museums. Yeah, I'm a really creative person, and how you could benefit from it. If you have a question, you could think about this question while you are in a museum. And maybe you find magically an answer for your question when you're in a museum. So thank you very much. Yes, please.
What is your favorite museum?
Museum Brandhorst is really a good museum for modern art. Yeah. It's close to the other important museums. Close to the Pinakothek. Yes, please.
How did you end up on Chinese TV?
Alright, so my brother, Konrad, unfortunately he's disabled, it's really not funny, but he was once in the TV show Wetten, dass. And I was allowed to come with him, the whole family came with him, and I liked it so much that I just invented a bet for Wetten, dass Germany. And it was sold to China. Those two had Wetten, dass TV show on, and so I just came up with another crazy thing, opening beer bottles. I opened beer bottles really fast, and so this is how I ended up in China. Yes, please.
I just wanted to add on to what you said, like explore new cultures, and I want to share a bit of like a minor story. I recently invited my parents about 6 months ago. They were here for a month and a half, and before they came, that was actually their first trip overseas ever. So, and they're about 65 on average, both of them. And they came, and before that they have a very nationalistic mind, and they say like India is the best country in the world because they've never seen anything else, and they haven't explored other cultures. They came here, and when they left after a month and a half, there was India is great, but Germany is not too bad.
It's really nice. Wow.
So, yeah. Exploring cultures is important. That was my point.
Were they also flying for the first time?
No. I mean, they have flown within India, but not outside of India.
Nice. Yes, please.
We were like talking about why did World War II happen? How can things like that happen? I mean, we all probably know the Milgram experiment and the famous movie Das Experiment, right?
So you have to read Wolf Wagner, because in the book,
Or
Wie
that.
Politik funktioniert, he also quotes the Milgram experiment massively.
And how power is being abused and how we actually act upon power. Just like in psychiatry or World War II, or okay, that's a bad correlation, but yeah. So that's a good movie to see if you didn't see it, Milgram experiment or The Experiment. Yeah. If you can't read the whole book.
I think you can just read it. You can actually watch a TED Talk by Milgram. He has a TED Talk as well, The Psychology of Hate. It's really interesting and it's actually very informative as well.
Okay, sorry, yeah, but like sometimes we think about like why this thing happened. I cannot believe that happened. Like there is 1,000 reasons that maybe this happened. It was a consequence of like a lot of things. And human nature is like we are capable to do like really terrible things in the world. Like, and it's also important in politics and everything understand why this happened. It's like you don't justify what happened, but it's important to understand why it happened because it could happen again in the future. And I really like also politics in that. So I just wanted to add that point.
Yeah, Trump, America first. I mean, it's scary stuff. It's really scary stuff.
I'm from Mexico, so yeah.
Oh, right.
We're gonna build a wall. I'm gonna build
He's going to pay.
Yeah, I like it here, by the way, also very much because we have people from India, people from Pakistan, Mexico. It's really cool. America, maybe, Bulgaria. It's really, really wonderful here. Yeah, I like it very much.
I mean, if I want to add something about like the cultural thing, really helped me to knowing other culture. Really break me the bubble of my mind that like all the things I see are the things that I are not really. Knowing other cultures changed my mindset, and there's a lot of things outside the things that I already know.
Encourage your younger siblings to also venture into other countries.
Yeah, I will.
So thank you very much.